Gaffe machine extraordinaire Joe Biden was in the news recently, and The Hill reports Democratic presidential hopeful for VP. VP stands for vacuous person, if you didn't know. Democratic presidential hopeful for VP Joe Biden said Thursday he no longer supports the Hyde Amendment just one day after reaffirming his decades-long support for the ban on federal funding for abortions. The presidential frontrunner added that he makes no apologies for his previous support. Whoa! How Trumpian of you, Joe! Wow! Amazing. You're always right, Joe. You're never wrong. That's actually in line with the zeitgeist right now. That's totally in line with Trump-style politics. Never admit you're wrong, no matter what. Even if it's in your best interest, it's in his best interest to say he was wrong here. You're running for president. You kind of want to be up front with the people. Joe Biden said, quote, "If I believe healthcare is a right, as I do, I can no longer support an amendment that makes that right dependent on someone's zip code." End quote. Now, if you don't know, the Hyde Amendment basically blocks low-income women from accessing legal, safe abortions, okay? And Joe Biden supported this amendment for decades. This wasn't some, oh, I supported that. No, he openly supported it for decades. And he won't even apologize for it. This guy, man, I know why he's running a limited exposure campaign. It's because of stuff like this. Because when people start addressing Joe Biden on his record, it's going to be a nightmare scenario of things like this. Getting called out for being the Republican that he is, for being the right-wing Democrat that he is. And even that's too generous to call him a right-wing Democrat. He's just a right-winger, okay? And he skated on Obama's legacy, and he's banking on it. He's so desperately banking on it that he's running a campaign of limited exposure. The Washington Post reported that last week. What a sad, pathetic man. This is why we need to go in the other direction. This is why I'm a progressive. This is why I want progressive candidates to win. Because people like Joe Biden have been in the ranks for too long and have claimed the left when they're nowhere near it. They are nowhere near on the side of the people. Joe Biden is a vacuous person. Most centrist Democrats are. You know that. But wow, this guy thinks he can just get away with anything. Doesn't even have to apologize. Why would he do that? It would take a decent person to do that. Joe Biden's not a decent person. Anyways, I'll leave the Hill article down below. Let's talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe.